Today we're going to take this beat up, damaged vanity and give it a makeover. It's thermal foil, which also called melamine. It's a plastic shell vacuum formed over particle board, and they always get damaged, cracked, split, warp. So we're just going to remove it. The shell pops right off easily with a heat gun. The heat will soften the plastic, soften the glue, and it really just peels right off so smoothly. If you do feel any tightness or pulling, do not force it off. You will damage that particle board. So just keep the heat on until you feel it give and release. So the rest of the cabinet to be painted, we need to clean it. And we're going to use Crud Cutter. This particular client wants us to go interior, and I normally don't do that unless requested, and we are today. So I'm just using Crud Cutter and giving it a good wipe down everywhere. We're going to micro roll. So the first thing is get the fuzzies off that nap. We don't want any particles stuck in our paint, and I just remove it with simple tape. We're going to prime first. You just prime right on that pressed particle board. Use a low load roll. You don't want heavy drips and sags. And whatever that nap can't hit or reach, we're going to just use a brush. Give it a good coat. Once that primer dries, you're going to go right to painting, and we're same way with a nap roller, nice tight, nice smooth finish. Micro roll it. We're using an enamel paint, and this is a latex. It's a satin sheen. And once that dries, we're going to glaze it, antique it. So looking at the vanity top, the countertop, we're going to mix our glaze to match the veining in that. And I'm just using remnant paint, 50% paint to 50% glaze, and this is oil-based. I prefer oil-based for antiquing cabinets. Again, remnant paint. You saw I mixed a couple colors. This is just to perfect my color. And because this is an oil base, I use mineral spirits or paint thinner and kind of wet the cabinet around where I'm going to be glazing. And this gives me a nice smooth run with the glaze. And you could see I'm not worrying about getting it around the outside of the lines, because I'm going to clean that up with mineral spirits or paint thinner on a paper towel. And you just wipe it off. The reason I like oil base for glazing is it clings so nice in the grooves, but it also gives you a window of work time, so you can really get a nice perfect line. My best tool is my fingernails. I wrap that paper towel tight around my nail and I run it along that line to just give it a nice sharp edge. This is just such a perfect finish. And it's just using my fingernail, you know, have it with me always. It's a great way to get this look and control that line. So you can see it's wet. You don't want that mineral spirit sitting on there too long. So just make sure you wipe that off. It will eat into the paint if left too long. So once you're done cleaning up your lines, sharpening them, then you will want to take a dry paper towel and just kind of wipe that wetness off so it doesn't eat into your paint. And it's as simple as that. Finish out on the doors and put the knobs back on. Let it cure 48 hours and you've got a beautiful makeover. I think this looks so simple and clean and new, and what a great success.